Boys, welcome back to another Brokowski's Fantasy Football video. Today we are on Underdog doing a draft. Yes, like I said yesterday, it is way too early to be doing this stuff, but this is the big board. Again, it's a pre-draft best ball. So they do have more starting or more bench players than normal because, again, so much uncertainty. The draft's still a month away. But again, if we somehow win this thing, boys, 250K. Is that happening? Probably not. But again, it is possible. We are pick number 7. Jamar Chase goes off at pick number 1. My goal is to eventually be able to do these every day. Ideally, live stream them with you guys one day. Who knows if that's going to happen, but that is my goal, to keep making videos, build this up enough, start doing live streams, doing fantasy drafts, talking fantasy football live with you boys. Bijan goes number 2, Saquon. If you guys saw yesterday's video, this is exactly how I say the first round should go. I know I had Ashton Genty at pick number 7. I probably won't be going that route today. Again, I'm going to be doing enough of these that I don't want to be taking players regional players too much. Because again, you kind of want to get a bit of every player. Last year, I think I had I want CD obviously, but CD's probably not going to fall to me. We'll see what ends up happening. If not, probably going to go Nico. Oh, sweet. Perfect. I get CD Lamb. Beautiful. Player number 6 for me. Again, I had that on yesterday's video. Player number 6, CD Lamb. He should be way better. Dak Prescott only played 8 games last year. Yes, CD was disappointing, but again, healthy Dak. Didn't bring in any major weapons. CD Lamb should be an absolute monster. But again, boys, like I was saying, ideally, make enough of these videos, get enough subscribers on here. We might start promoting on TikTok, Instagram. Again, obviously have more on there, but don't know if we're going to promote on there or just build this up naturally. We'll see what we end up planning to do, but would love for one day to be able to do daily drafts heading into the fantasy season with you boys. Again, me and Ethan love fantasy football. Kind of stopped making it's still like pick'em content, still kind of fantasy content, but kind of went more to that. Want to get back more into fantasy football. That is big passion of mine. And as always, if you guys haven't joined Underdog already, if you use code BROS, they will match your first deposit up to 50%. So if you're interested in joining stuff like this, again, code BROS will give you a deposit match and a free pick in the pick'em lines if you are interested in that stuff. Yeah, so I'm thinking this video, just going to walk through my process. I'll say how I did last year after this pick. So pick 18, one of these. I want Achane or Bowers. We'll see. They're the next 2 players in line. Again, I was talking yesterday. I have a clear top 17 players. I'm at pick 18. Hopefully I get one of my guys. If not, oh well. But yeah, hopefully Ox, Nelly. I almost butchered that name, but probably still did. Want HN here. Will we get him? Not sure. If we don't get him, probably going to go AJ Brown or Lad McConkey. HN goes. I don't love AJ Brown. I will take him, though. I think he was my player 18 when I made the video yesterday. Don't love it, but hey. AJ Brown, CD Lamb, they might be playing week 17. Could be really good for the fantasy finals if they end up making there. But yeah, last year it wasn't insane. Still made money. I think I put like $495 in. And by the end of the season, I think I made $1,100, I think. So wasn't super crazy, but hey, over double the money. Basically, all you need is one team to make the finals, and then that's where all the money is. I had one team make it pretty far. I think I got like 25th in some tournament, made $700 from that. So that was the majority of the money. Again, you kind of just need one team to take you far, and then hope it pops off. All the money's at the top of these tournaments. Like we see here, 250K, 100K. So again, that's crazy money. And then 10th place, 7K. 7K is still insane, but the difference between 7K and 250. So you kind of need to place pretty high. Yeah, my tournament must have been smaller because I got, I think, 25th place and it was $700. I think it was a $3 tournament. This one's a $10 one. And again, they'll be having a lot more drafts coming up soon. There will be like $3 options, $5 options. Especially after the NFL draft, there will be a lot more. I'm assuming this one should last. If this one gets filled up, they'll probably do one more small one before the NFL draft. Especially with the hype building. It's not this like super crazy anticipation right now. But once April hits, mid-April with the draft, they'll probably be doing a lot more of these. Again, I'm hoping to do a lot of these videos, build up some followers, keep doing this throughout the entire off season. Yeah, I think I mentioned before, but probably just walk through my process. Usually you want to go receivers. I know with last year, running backs were massive, massive, massive help. So, I mean, you can build a team multiple different ways. Again, this also has 2 more bench spots, so your team build can be a little bit different. But just based off normal team build, I don't hate the start. CD, AJ Brown. Still a bunch of good players on the board here. I would love someone like Brees. Even Kyron's pretty good. I wouldn't hate Garrett Wilson goes. I unstarted Brees there. Whoops. Brees Hall goes. So we'll see who I end up getting. I'll probably end up going Kyron Williams here. Yeah, Marv has upside. Mike Evans has upside. I love Chase Brown too. Yeah, I'm going to go Kyron Williams. Another player I love, again, landing spot is super important for this. Omarion Hampton. I think he could be a beast. I would not be shocked, call me crazy, if he goes to the Bears at 10. He seems like a more athletic Monty. If he gets into an offense, with plays called by Ben Johnson, tons of upside. Will he get picked number 10? Probably not, but if he does, could be insane. Broncos, I've seen a lot. Broncos would be really good. Chargers, long-term for Dynasty would be phenomenal. Short-term, with Naj, he'll be good. Just probably not as good year 1. But Hampton has tons of upside. I'm going to star him. Chase Brown just got taken. I was going to star him. Worthy ended the season insane. I'm not going to get him, but Josh Allen, I'll obviously love taking Josh Allen. Will any of these guys fall to me? We'll see. And also, you like to get stacks too. So I could be looking at Hurts. Hurts with AJ Brown could be a nice little pairing. But I think my main want is Hampton right now. We'll see if I end up getting him. But that's the hope. Hampton or Jalen Hurts will be my pick here. Hampton goes. All right. Jalen Hurts it is. Pair him up with AJ Brown. So ideally, the build would be Philly Cowboys play in week 17. It's a high scoring game. CD, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts all pop off. You kind of want to get correlation. You want to have players that play each other. Again, schedule is not out, so we have no idea who plays each other. Usually, though, late into the season, division rivals play each other. So Dallas against Philly could be a game. It could be Philly against Commanders. Like you just don't know at this point. We don't know the schedule again. But just do some correlation like that. Hope it can pop off at the end of the season. Again, assuming the team's even good enough to make it there. But again, you kind of want to build for the finals. So if you get third place, or I don't know if this one's third. Sometimes the top 2, the top 3 make it. I'm not too sure. But 4th place against 12th place, no difference. It doesn't matter. You don't make money. You lose your money either way. You want to be a team that advances. So you want to just go for upside, upside, upside. Again, that doesn't mean you can't take safe players. Safe players still can help you. It's just you also, want to have that mix of safety and upside. So yesterday I was talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown. Still great for this. I'm not saying Amon-Ra is bad because he's safe. I'm just saying you got to shoot for the stars. If you want to make money in these, you have to go for upside. So again, like I was saying, Hurts with AJ Brown, get a stack. 8 picks away. The receivers kind of starts to dry up. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. It's a weird mixture of drying up, but also good at the same time. Burrow, I have no Bengals mixed in. Also, before the draft, you don't know where running backs are going to go. So I like to take studs that will most likely be unaffected by rookies. Because again, also the Rams took Corum pretty high last year. So I don't think it's super likely they take one high. I could be wrong. Sean McVay could just fall in love with a running back. But I think Kyron should be pretty safe. And then I like to take rookies. Rookies and young guys with solidified roles is ideally where I'm going. Or players like CMC again. Upside, talking about that. Super risky. If you get 4th versus 12th, doesn't matter. You want to get 1st, 2nd, or depending on the tournament, 3rd to advance to the next round. So DK, again, not ideal situation, but I would take DK this late. Kittle has upside. He's got taken right when I went to queue him up. What else are we looking at here? So again, I like players like Henderson probably over Kenneth Walker. That might sound crazy, but that's probably where I lean right now. I might look to take a receiver here. I don't hate going Sutton. Waddle is super risky again. I know I was just talking about upside. He has crazy upside, but also, I don't know. Waddle's an interesting one. I honestly might end up going Waddle. We'll see. Is DK going to fall to me? Probably will take DK again. Sometimes you just got to take players that fall to you just to get a unique team build. Because not only do you need upside, you kind of need a unique team build. If everyone has the exact same team in the finals, no one's going to win. You kind of got to have something to differentiate yourself from the other teams at the top. So DK goes. Honestly, I might go Waddle. Switch it up. I haven't taken much Waddle yet this year. Probably will go Jalen Waddle. He also does have a lot of weekly upside. Sutton goes anyway, so worked out for us. Gonna take Jalen Waddle here. Gonna start up some players I like. Jerry Jeudy, Juwan Jennings, Debo. Again, probably not gonna get these guys. Still 10 picks away, but a lot of upside there. Judkins. Players like James Conner. That's where it's so hard to know a month out. After the NFL draft, we'll have a much clearer view of what James Conner is. Do the Cardinals take a running back high? Is there Benson news? Because again, they took Benson at the top of the third last year. So Conner was phenomenal last year. Just tough to say this far out. But teams so far, this thing in the corner, I'm not sure if this is covering anything, but I'm going to delete that. Could you imagine I'm not recording this whole time? Still just setting up my Mac right now, so ideally this is recording. For those of you still watching at this point in the video, appreciate you guys. Addison goes. So again, we got 3 receivers. You usually want to get some good receivers pretty early. That's usually how these underdog drafts work. I know last year running backs were insane. So every year is different. Every year is unique. But do like the start. Waddle, Brown, CeeDee Lamb. Waddle was going at second round last year, top of the third. He was bad. But there is a lot of upside. If you look in years past, I think he's gone worse every single year. I can't even look at him on here. But Kenneth Walker's still available. Kamara, Judkins, Jeudy, Jennings. All right, so hopefully one of these 3 guys ends up coming back to us here. We'll see, though, who ends up falling. Kenneth Walker's a tough one because he's just so injury prone. I know there's a lot of rumors he might get traded to the Raiders. That would be interesting. Go back with Pete Carroll. Not like he was that good with Pete Carroll anyways, though. All right, probably going to go with Juwan Jennings here. After losing Debo, I know Ayuk's still there. Ricky Pearsall. He was just so good last season. It's weird to see Juwan Jennings this much higher than Brandon Ayuk. Do I want to go with a running back, though? There's still other receivers that I like. No, I'll just take Juwan Jennings. Again, the NFL draft could change a lot of this stuff up. But we'll see what ends up happening. Hey, what's the news on Ayuk? Repair the ACL damage earlier this week, yada, yada, yada. Week 7 loss. Could make a return for week 1. Yeah, I know you could argue Ayuk much higher upside. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Ayuk fan for fantasy. Great player in real life. Just fantasy always seems to be a little bit overrated. Not this year, obviously, at pick, 79, 80-ish. Can't really call that overrated, but I don't know. Last year I was avoiding him when he's mid-second round pick, pick 18 or something crazy like that. Him and Debo both fell off a cliff. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal for them, but start up some guys I want. Caleb Johnson would be sweet. Naj, I think Naj should have a nice season with the Chargers. Again, J.K. Dobbins was a beast last year. Naj ends up going, so won't end up getting him, but there is a lot of upside there. What else are we looking at here? Stevenson, Pacheco, ETN fell off a cliff. That is crazy. Scattaboo, exciting prospect. Dobbins that high, not on a team. Interesting. Yeah, that's not for a while, though. We're not going to get Caleb Johnson. That's my ideal, though, is getting Caleb Johnson. Maybe I'll get Ayuk, too. I'll start by Ayuk. Maybe I can draft Purdy, have some correlation. So we'll have Hurts with A.J. Brown, then maybe Ayuk. He ends up going. Not going to get him. I still can take Purdy anyways, though. My 2 players end up going. Not going to get either one. Patrick Mahomes has no correlation here. Ends up going anyways. Tight ends. TJ Hawkinson's interesting. I haven't taken much of him. Maybe just to switch it up, might end up going TJ Hawkinson. Who else is available here? Like players like Luther Burden, there's just so many conflicting draft reports. Is he going to go? And Hawkinson goes. Is he going to go first round, early second? Not too sure. Matthew Golden, I think probably has the most upside. Ibuka is probably the safest, but might end up going Matthew Golden here. All right, we'll take Matthew Golden. I think Dak Prescott is like quarterback pretty low, I think. Yeah, Dak's really low. So we can get Dak later to pair with CD. Probably ideally wanting at least 3 quarterbacks, 3 or 4. At this point with no tight ends, probably wanting 3 or 4 tight ends as well. Normally you don't want 4 tight ends. But again, this is a 20-team lineup instead of an 18. So 2 more roster spots, you can justify taking another tight end flyer late. Like there's a lot of guys. It kind of just falls off. And then here you're just like Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz, players like Chigakonko, I like taking upside swings on. Noah Gray had a few games last year where he produced. Michael Mayer might get traded. Great prospect. Pretty solid player. Again, just plays behind Brock Bowers. So not much upside for him if he stays, but if he gets traded, could be pretty good. 5 picks away. Let's see here. Tyron Tracy, risky. I'm a Giants fan. I could see them taking a running back somewhat early. Tracy was balling out last year. He was pretty good. Will he remain the starter next year? Don't know, but we'll see if he ends up falling. If he falls, we'll take him because, again, that's a, 12-spot ADP drop. I could get him a whole round later. So if he falls, I will take Tyron Tracy. Yeah, I'll probably just load up on rookie running backs later on in the draft. So we'll see who these guys end up going. I doubt this guy takes 4 running backs. Having that badge, already having 3 is. With 3 receivers, yeah, he doesn't go. This guy I could see taking Tyron Tracy. He doesn't. Okay, I will take Tyron Tracy. Again, super risky, but he does have some pretty good upside. I wish I could pull up the stats on here. I know on the phone you can. Again, I'm not too used to the computer, so still learning here. Still learning again. Hopefully get a lot better with all this stuff throughout the offseason. Improve big time. Not sure if I'm going to show the full draft. I'll for sure show the ending. I might just do the first, how many rounds are we in? 8. Might do 4 or 5 more. And then the last picks are kind of whatever. The draft also slows down because a lot of people just end up leaving. So I might show it all, might cut it short, and then just show you the team at the end, walk through how I finished, what my thought process was. But yeah, we'll see because we're in round 9 right now. 9 picks away. Who do I want here? McMillan has upside. Jonnu Smith. Brock Purdy. I'll probably take Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy's probably my number 1. Where is he? Where did David Njoku go? There we go. I love David Njoku. I'll tell you that right now for free. David Njoku without Deshaun Watson is incredible. With Deshaun Watson is awful. Watson, again, tore his Achilles. 2nd time, I think. So he's not going to play next year. David Njoku should be very, very good for fantasy. I think he's a steal at tight end 10. Yeah, so my ideal here is take Brock Purdy to pair with Juwan Jennings. And then maybe it's Philly Niners week 17 or Cowboys Niners. So I get CeeDee Lamb or something like that. Or maybe even Matthew Golden gets drafted to 12 to the Cowboys. So again, before the draft, a lot of this is projection. A lot of this is a guessing game. But kind of just going to take swings. Hopefully some of them connect. And then you could be sitting pretty in these drafts. Caleb Williams goes. So I'm hoping Brock Purdy. I'm going to move Brock Purdy up to the number 1. Shoot. Got sniped again. What do I want to do here? Probably will wait for Dak. Might just take Jonnu. I like Njoku better. But do I risk it? What's my next pick here? It's right on there. I might just take Njoku. I know it's a big time reach. I think I just like Njoku so much more. I'm going to take Njoku here. I need more running backs. I know that. Alrighty, boys. My phone storage dried up, but I think it worked out pretty well. So it's the last pick of the draft. Probably going to go Devon WAYYY. Really, really random pick. But again, like I was saying earlier, talk about upside. Who knows? Maybe he gets a larger role this year. Had some pretty good games last year. So we'll take him to finish out our receiver core. And that's the last pick for us. This is what the team's looking like. We got Jalen Hurts, Stafford, Rodgers. Was hoping for Dak. I know I was talking about Dak earlier. Dak got sniped from me, but oh well. Kyron, Tracy, Scattaboo, Spears, Harvey, Sean Tucker. Receivers ended up being CeeDee, Brown, Waddle, Jennings, Golden, Douglas, Yosavash, and then WAYYY like I just picked. And I took 3 tight ends pretty close back together. Njoku, Kraft, and Isaiah Likely all within... I guess Isaiah Likely... Dang, I got a steal on Likely. I did not realize. Got him like... What is that? 24 picks? 26 picks. I can't do math right now. 26 picks, give or take, after ADP. So, dang, like 2 rounds. Pretty big steal there. So, that's the squad. Again, let me know in the comments what other types of videos you want to see. I'm hoping to do more drafts. Might do some Dynasty content. Not too sure what I'm going to end up doing. But, again, got a lot of ideas. Hopefully, going to make some more of these fantasy football videos. Again, hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate you boys watching. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.